Hi, and welcome back. My name is Holly. I'm with Perpetual Fitness Training. Thank you for joining me today. Before we get started on today's workout, today is the first day working out of the new year for me. And so with that brings an understanding from my clients and previous clients of questions that I get asked this time of year. One being, of course, what is the best workout? What is the best diet? How much weight should I lose? And I'm just going to start by saying I'm not a real big proponent of weight, of measuring yourself and here's my weight and this is my goal weight. And the reason is because weight really only gives you some information. It talks about the weight of your body, the water, the muscle, the fat, everything all in one. It doesn't break it down. So if you want to make those goals for yourself, I suggest doing a body fat measurement instead. There are many ways you can do a body fat measurement. You can buy these little body fat readers on Amazon. A lot of times at local fitness stores, they'll have them. You can also go and have it measured in a gym from someone that is trained to do that. And body fat really gives you a better understanding of the amount of fat your body is holding on to. A weight can be maybe you're having an extra water weight, or like me, I weigh about 145 pounds, most of that being muscle. So if I were to look at that number, when I was in high school, I was about 120, and now I'm 145, but strangely enough, I am the same size. And the reason is because I have so much more muscle than I did in high school. So that's why it's important to really kind of just focus on the body fat. I generally sit around 19 to 21%, which is about where I should be. It's about a fitness level. A healthy level can be anywhere from 25 to, I believe it's 31%. It really depends on your age. It depends on whether you're male or female. So go ahead and Google that, look it up and see where your body fat percent needs to be, and then go and find out what your body fat is. That is really what I would like to harp on, is really focus on that body fat for your health goals, to keep you as healthy as you can. Again, we don't even own a scale. I have 3 daughters, and I just think that's a very dangerous item to have in your house, because you can really get fixated on that number. So I'm off my soapbox for that. Welcome to the workout. We are going to be doing a HIIT workout. And I chose a HIIT workout because it really does blast a lot of calories. You get a big bang for your buck. And we are going to do this HIIT with a cardio/weights as well. Now, I have a large variety of weights. You don't need this many. I just have found the perfect kind of spot for me. You can do these lighter, you can do these heavier. I'm choosing to do them heavier. I took about a week and a half, 2 weeks off from working out. I ate whatever I want, I drank whatever I want, and now I have to pay the piper for that. So I really kind of, these first few weeks coming back from the Christmas break, the holiday break, I really kind of pushed my workouts, and I really tried to do at least 500 calories a day on the workout. Today will be even bigger because actually I have already done some cardio. So this is going to be cardio and weights. Let's see if you can keep up with me. I know you can. Just being here makes you better than most people, especially in this country. Working out can be a difficult thing to do. So I'm proud of you for even being here. I'm proud of you for even trying. Even if you only get 20 minutes in or 30 minutes in, that's great. You really have to be kind to yourself and accept what you can do, and understand that if that's the best you can do, then that's the best you can do. We all don't need to be super fit athletes. You just work in what you can do. I'm lucky. My job is to work out, so I am able to fit it in often. But that doesn't necessarily mean I just love it and enjoy it. There are days when it's very difficult for me to get up and to work out. And there's some days when I don't have the motivation. I just feel like I have other things I need to accomplish, or maybe I'm really sore that day or whatever. So listen to your body, do what you can, just do the best that you can. Give me what you can today, and let's see how far you can go. So go ahead and grab some weights. You do need a bench or something to step on, so a stool, bench. I'm pausing for the airplane. So a stool, a bench, something to step on, something that you can get up off the floor. It doesn't have to be very tall. And a sweat towel, definitely some water. And let's go. All right, welcome back. let's go ahead and get started. Let's warm up. We're just going to start marching in place. Make sure you have that music on nice and loud, something that motivates you, that wants you to get you moving. So you generally wouldn't pick something that has a slower beat. You want something with a more of a peppy beat, think dance music, something that makes you want to get up and just move. But there are some people that do or can self-motivate and, listening to quiet love songs, I guess maybe would be a category I could think of. They can motivate themselves and move to that. So it's really about whatever you can do. But I find that I need real peppy music that really makes me want to get up and dance. Otherwise, it's a harder workout. All right, bring those knees up a little bit higher. Now, I already worked out, but it was about an hour ago. So I am re-warming up because I don't want to injure myself. I want everything to be nice and lubricated, nice and warm, so that I can move through those moves safely and effectively. All right, we're going to move right into some jumping jacks. Step, it's soft knees. If you're doing full impact, you can go ahead and just do a regular jumping jack, but my niche is low impact. My body doesn't like high impact anymore. Breathe through this. Big inhales, long exhales. Keep those shoulders down. All right, I want you to stick with this workout as long as you can. It is tough, but it is not impossible. If you need to, you're going to drop those weights whenever you feel you need to. If it's too much, take the weights down. If it's still too much, maybe just take a break, catch your breath, and get back in it when you're ready. All right, we're going to go ahead and lunge back right here, starting back. Arms go forward. Belly's nice and tight. So the purpose of warming up really is a lot about safety. It keeps that body warm. It gets it warm. It gets all the juices flowing, for lack of a better term, so that when you do the moves, you can do them without tearing, ripping, straining parts of the body. So it's very important. And the more sore you are, or the older you are, really the more time you really do need to spend on a good warm-up. So if this isn't enough, I want you to pause it and take more time. Ooh. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, take it up. All right, squat, nice and easy. All the way up. So in the warm-up, we're not trying to get our best time. We're not trying to get our deepest squat. We're just letting the body know it's time to wake up. It's time to warm up all the joints. In the squat, remember, you're back into the heels. Knees stay behind those toes. Head and chest stay up. You will get a little flexion through the hip, but I want you to keep that heart up and that back nice and flat. Should be breathing a little bit heavy. Maybe starting to feel the sweat or just the warmth in the body. Give me one more. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do butt kickers. Heel to glutes, side to side. Arms, let's go ahead and move them if you can. The bigger the movement, the more that heart gets involved and the faster you warm up. So it's always a good idea when you do your cardio to add some arms. Think like elliptical, right? Arms and legs at the same time. Breathe. Belly's nice and tight. Really get those heels up toward those glutes. Soft knees. All right, give me one more on each side. All right, now we're gonna take it center. Knees up. Again, you can bring those arms into it. Maybe you're making it really big. Maybe here. Do you have any shoulder issues? Keeping it low. Breathe. So here we're just warming up through the glutes, through those hip flexors, upper body as well, shoulders. 3, 2, last one. All right, here, hip opener. Open, bring it back in. Soft on that stabilizing leg. And let's switch. Take your time here if you need to, if I'm moving too fast for you. I lost count. I think this is it. Alrighty, I lost count already. Let's go ahead and kick that leg up. Frankenstein's shoulders stay down. Heart stays lifted. You're bringing the leg up toward the hand. Make sure that leg is straight. Dynamic stretch through the hamstring. So if you bend that knee, your hamstring's taken out of it. So what's the point, right? So straight leg, doesn't matter how high you can get it. All right, give me one more on each side. Now we're gonna take those legs wide. We're gonna move side to side. So just working a bit into that inner thigh. It's important that you stay back into the heel. Toes should be up. Back is nice and flat, you're not rounding. Hands can come thigh to thigh. All right, one more each side. We're gonna come up, we're gonna work a little bit more on that upper body shoulder roll. So just warming up a bit more into that shoulder girdle. And other way. Shoulders are constantly injured, so it's very important that you get this nice and warmed up. We will be doing some shoulder work today. Big inhale. Exhale, tuck them around. Big inhale. Exhale. Again. Warming up through the spine and upper back. Tuck that tailbone. One more. Good, and shake it out. All right, make sure you have water nearby if I haven't mentioned that before. Oh, okay. Are you ready for this? I have designed and did this workout during the break. And it was a great workout. I love this because it's compound moves. So if you're unfamiliar with compound moves, that's just multiple muscle groups at once. So think of them like, really it's like your everyday. If you're at home and you're cleaning or you're getting groceries out of the car or things like that, these are everyday moves, everyday muscle groups that we're going to be working for things that you do in your daily life to help keep you strong and stable just in life. All right, so these are going to be 45 seconds long. We're going to take a 15-second break. There will be 3 moves and we're going to go through those moves twice. All right, do what you can. We do have a repeater. And a repeater just means something that we do throughout the whole workout. And the repeater today is going to be stair climbers. If you want to call them that, you're going to be bench stepping. So up and down on the bench for the 45 seconds. Each group will have that. So if you don't like that move, find something else leg related. So it can be squats. Maybe you want to do lunges, walking lunges, back lunges, whatever you want to do. Just pick something that you like or can tolerate for that time. Okay? All right. Where's my timer? There it is. All righty, here we go. So we are going to start with steps. We're going to then move into some push-ups. And then the final one is going to be a squat crunch with an overhead press. And you're only going to need one weight for that, but I want you to make it a little heavy. If you don't have one heavy weight, using 2 lighter weights is perfectly acceptable. Okay? All righty, here we go. So find a weight that you like for this stepping up portion. I'm actually going to use the bench. All right, here we go. Starting with the right and then moving on to the left. Up and down, just like that. Easy, easy. However you want to do that. So whether you want to repeat the leg like this or whether you want to change the leg when you come down. Okay, however you want to do it. I like to tap and lift so I don't forget which leg I'm on. I want you to take your time. Look at your foot before you step on that bench. Make sure your foot's in the center, that your bench is not going to move. It's against a wall, or just like mine, it's one that won't move forward very easily. Be safe. All right, moving into push-ups. Now you have options here. Obviously, full and modified are an option. You can also choose to do a falling push-up, which is starting here, coming down, fall, and press yourself back up, all the way back up. Okay, or traditional push-ups. Hands are wider than your shoulders, elbows going slightly back. Belly's nice and tight, leading with your heart. We're not leading with our belly, right? See a lot of kids doing push-ups like this. Their elbows might move a little bit. Remember, it's chest down, hips are up slightly. Tummy is tight. Feet can be flat or they can be up. It's up to you. Breathe through it. Inhale down. Exhale, press it back up. One more. All right, come on up. Grab that one heavy or whatever you have. On this one, we are only going to go to the left. So you're going to start feet a little wider than hips. Not much, just a little bit. We're going to take this weight flat back to the floor. We're going to come up, heel up, go to the other side. Reach it down. So maybe your reach down looks like this. Okay. Maybe you can get lower. Maybe all you're doing is this right here. Okay? So you can see where you can go with it. Please notice my heels. Heel up, heel up. Keep that knee safe. If anything ever hurts, that is a sign from your body to stop and modify. All right, now we're going back to that first one. Step ups, left leg leading this time. 4. Here we go. Take your time. Find your pace that works. Maybe today's a bit on the slower side. Or maybe you indulged a little too much and you have some extra calorie burn you need to do. So then you can pick up the pace. I'm going to go medium because I've already worked out for 45 minutes. And that is my extra calorie burn. Gotta breathe. Shoulders down, heart lifts. All right, push-ups. Last time through. Excuse me, choosing your level. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Remember your modifiers. So I don't want you just to give up, right? Giving up is the only kind of failure you can have. If you're trying to meet, then you're not failing. So if things become too difficult, I want you to modify. Find a different way to work it. Maybe push-ups don't work for you. You can do a chest press or a chest fly. Maybe you need to change the push-up and make it more military style, right? If that's easier on your shoulder. There's always a way to modify. All right, let's come on up. All right, so now we're doing the opposite side. Here we go. Heel up, squat down, come up, heel up, overhead. So a daily living would be, or a functional fitness as it's called, reaching something off the floor, putting it up on the shelf. I want you to keep that back flat. Your back is very strong in that nice neutral position. As soon as you round the spine, you've taken a lot of the strength out of it, and that's where a lot of people get hurt. Flat back. Let the legs do the work. You should feel that heart rate up. Excellent. Great job. Grab some water. Moving on to the next one. So you get about a minute in between. I timed it to be just about changing out the weights, explaining the next move. So I'm not really going to time it. Okay. We got our stair climber, right? We're still doing that. We're going to do some prisoner squats. Hands behind the head, feet are wide, toes are forward, up and down. When you come up, If you can, I want you to come up on those toes. Work the calf, right? So this will work all the way up and down. When you come forward, it is not here, right? This is not a squat. It is here, right? Again, you get to pick the speed. That determines how high your heart rate gets. The last one, we're gonna lay down. It's gonna be a skull crusher, which is here with the lat overhead pullover, right? Lat pullover. And we'll be laying down face up on that one. You can also lay on the floor. I'll probably demonstrate on the floor because I think it'll be easier. Okay, grab that weight for your step. Maybe last time it was a little too easy. Load it up heavier if you can. Right leg, here we go. Watching where you place that foot. For some of my clients, I have to put a different color underneath the step. So like I'll take a blue mat and place it underneath this bench so that they can see better where they place the foot. Just be safe. Breathe. Ten seconds. Keeping those abs nice and tight, chest up. 3, 2, 1. All right, next up is prisoner squats. Hands behind the head. Tummy nice and tight. Feet wide. Toes forward. Belly is tight. Tailbone is tucked slightly. Here we go. Low as you can. Up on your toes. Some people interlace their hands behind their head. I find that that tends to pull you down. So I recommend hands, fingertips actually, behind the ears. And that I have found, that sounded weird. I have found that that keeps people from really kind of bringing their chest down. Up, high. Breathe. 10 seconds. Then we're going to move on to the floor or your bench. All right, get some tricep weights. Laying down, face up. Knees bent. Back into the mat or your bench. Okay, skull crushers. Palms face each other. Weights come down by the ears, elbows stay up. Now we're going to take both hands overhead. Try to get as low as you can. Come back to the center. Lat pull over. When you do that lat pull over, that low back stays glued to the mat. It doesn't come up at all. So only go as low as you can, keeping that back down. Exhale up. Inhale. Exhale. Keep that belly tight. Those elbows always point up at the ceiling. Weights go on either side of the ears. Low back down, low back down. Keep that back safe. Here we go. All right, come on up. Round 2, make sure those weights are out of the way because we're going to go back to the step. You're going to start with the left. Breathe. Here we go. Doesn't help, I have some allergies. This is a real big allergy season down here in South Central Texas. So we have mountain cedar and they are going crazy this year. So pretty much the entire family, even the one that doesn't really even get allergies, all of us are really noticing the high pollen count right now. It's not over for a month either. So it can be a little miserable for those of us that are allergic. Breathe through it. And it doesn't help all these COVID things because allergies, it's the same, it's all the same symptoms, so it makes things a little more interesting. All right, toes forward, hands behind the head. Luckily, because so many people struggle with allergies here, we all kind of get it. Here we go. In the heels, up on the toes. Whew. All right, I want you to take this opportunity to listen to your body. If it's telling you through pain to stop, go ahead and modify. Find a way that makes it where your body isn't in pain. Now, if your body's telling you, hey, we'd rather sit on the couch and watch Netflix, okay, that's when you can ignore your body. Push through it. Try to stay with me. Stay in those heels. Chest up. All right, on the floor or on your bench, face up, low back down, tummy tight. You can either kind of tuck your pelvis a little bit, get those transverse abs fired off. Arms up, palms face each other. Weights next to the head. Press it up. Both arms overhead, squeeze to the center. Now, I always recommend, if you can, to do these moves in front of a mirror or have one nearby. It really does help you with your form. You don't realize how off you are until you look in the mirror, or, as I have found, until you record yourself and then watch it. And you're just like, oh my gosh. So in front of a mirror is great if you don't have that. Working out with a friend, that's an added bonus. Or with another trainer so that you can watch your moves. Good form is essential. Excellent. 1 minute. Catch your breath. Grab some water. Mop off. I'll preview the next one. All right, I hope you're all doing well. Smile on your face. You're doing good for your body. Stay with me. All right, next up we have stair climber again. Okay, Romanian deadlift with a row. So it's going to look like this. Romanian deadlift is a one-legged, straight leg deadlift. So how it looks is here, one leg goes back. We are gonna hold and do a lat row and do a high row and come back up. The number one thing that I see people doing when they do this is they come down and open up their hip, okay? I want you to think headlights. Your hips are headlights and they are pointing to the floor the whole time. You're squeezing your glute. You're pushing through the heel. This is called activation. You're activating this leg. It's nice and active, both hip bones pointing down. It is easier here because of your balance, but I don't want that. I want here. We're working this leg like mad. It's soft, right? And then we're gonna do that upper body. If you can't do the upper body, I'd rather you do the deadlift instead. If you can't do the deadlift, then of course, I'd rather you just do the upper body. Okay, you can also do the upper body seated as well. It's elbows tight, lat row, elbows out to the side like the letter T, right? High row. So that's going to work your rhomboids in between your shoulder blades, that upper back portion. Okay, last one. These ones are kind of fun. I actually just started doing these because my knees have finally loosened up a little bit. My cyst has really gone down, so I've been able to do these. So this is a back, you thrust your hips forward and come up into a shoulder press. You can hinge through your hips to do these. Okay, that's perfectly acceptable. And it's what I tend to do because although the swelling has gone down, it hasn't gone down completely. So sitting back onto my glutes onto my heels is just still something I can do. I probably will never be able to do it, and that's okay. I'll modify, right? It won't stop me. I'm gonna keep going. I'm just gonna learn to work around it. Go ahead and grab those weights. Here we go. Starting with that right foot. And begin. All right, I want you to really take an honest look at how you are right now. Is this easy? Or you're like, what? Geez, Hall. This is kind of an easy one for me. Okay, now I want you to up it, right? Get a little more fire. If it's too much and you're dying and you want to quit, then I want you to slow it down. Maybe slow it way down. Okay? Listen to your body. I trust you. I know you're going to give me your all that you can today. And every day is different. Don't be hard on yourself. People are hard enough on us. We just don't need that. Alrighty, I'm gonna use 10s on these ones. I'm going to start right leg down, left leg back. All right, belly tight. Hinge at the hips, come as low as you can. Now go ahead and take those palms toward each other. Lat row, high row. Come on up, try not to let that foot touch if you can. Whoops, I did it backwards, oh well. That might actually work better. So I'm starting high row because that's already the hand placement, and then moving to my lat row. I think I like that better. Woo. Good, I want you to focus on the balance. Balance is imperative. We need it. It keeps us safe. It helps prevent falls from being worse. It also works all the little muscles around the joints that you don't think about working. All right, so now we're going to do that kneeling thrust. All right, shoulder press. That's what I want you to weight this for. So I'm using pins again. All right, heels or glutes toward the heels. Push and squeeze your butt. So think about really squeezing the glutes, pushing the hips out. No pain. My knees do make noise here, but there's no pain associated with the noise. And my doctor said that that is fine. So if you question how anything feels, I recommend talking to a doctor. Mostly I feel the shoulders. 5. See if you can squeeze in one more. Good, okay. Stepping up. Change that weight. Okay, so now we're starting with the left. You guys are doing great. We're making great time. We have 2 more groups after this. So really that's 4 times through. You got this. Maybe you're getting bored of these. Change it up. Whatever sounds good. Find the music that matches your feet or motivates you to move a little faster. We'll say the downside of not having music, I move faster with music because I listen to a higher beat. So I'm sure I'm not as fast as I normally would be. That's all right. Trying to work through music rights and good sound quality. Oh, it was just a headache. All right, left leg is straight, coming down, high row, lat row, come on up. See if you can keep that knee aloft, hip bones face the floor, up, tummy's tight. This is core, upper body, legs. It's pretty much your whole body. Keep those shoulder blades down. Shoulder blades down. Shoulder blades down. Bring it up. All the way up. All right, see if you can squeeze in one more. If not, that's fine. Okay. Now down. So the real tough part on those is control. Anytime you're in complete control, it makes it a more difficult move. All right, here we go. Where you're not relying on momentum. Squeeze your glutes, push your hips forward, tummy tight, and push. If you're at the gym doing these, you can also do these like on a Smith machine with the bar, obviously, on your shoulders. Squeeze your glutes. It's easy to forget. You focus on the arms. Squeeze. Do the kind of shoulder press that works for your shoulders. One more. Good. Flutter. Whew. next to one, obviously. Everybody with me, stair climbers. So repeaters, we're doing it every time. Let's get it first out of the way. Then we're gonna do a lunging knee jab with weights. Light weights. I'm only gonna use 3s on those. We're gonna start with one leg. The next round we'll do the other leg. Then we're gonna do plies with overhead arcs. So I'm reading my little words, that's why I laughed. And I guess I had started to misspell it. It's this really weird word. But what it is plies, alternating sides, those arms up. So maybe you want to use the same weights that you use for this. I'm going to go a little heavier because I know that I can do 5s with arcs, but these ones are a little deceiving. You think they're good, and then you get here and you're like, ooh, and you're really kind of using your whole body to pull it up. If that's the case, your weight is too heavy, and I want you to go lighter weight or no weight at all. Maybe just soup cans, right? 15 ounces, maybe you just do that. That's fine. I don't want you to push it on this one. You can hurt your shoulder if you're trying to really lift really heavy, more than what your muscles can take. So please be careful on that one. Okay, here we go. Stair climbers, right leg, shoulders down, tummy tight. Look, and then step. Be safe. Keep breathing. Now, if you ever have a question, feel free to ask me in the comments or send me an email. I do have a website you can go to. The link should be there. And I'll answer what I can and send you to the people if I can that can answer your question. Breathe. Woo! Good. All right. So now we're moving on to the lunging knee jabs. Now, one thing I hear this time of year is, well, I'm going to work out extra because I've been eating poorly. So I'm going to be able to eat whatever I want and I'll just work out. Okay. It's not how it works. Working out is important and it does help with weight control, but I would say 80% of weight control happens in the kitchen. You have to make good food choices. Foods that are dense in calorie, or not calories. Foods that are dense in nutrition, but lighter in calories. So think vegetables, soups, salads, sandwiches. And watching the serving size really make a huge difference. Good. So I'd say if you're going to be quote unquote naughty and you know that meal is coming up, then eat your other 2 meals extremely healthy. And then that will balance it out better. All right, plie, come up, tap, plie, tap. Your shoulder blades are down. Tummy is tight. Not a real big believer in fad diets. I've had the privilege of being able to talk to some very knowledgeable nutritionists, dietitians, and people who know their stuff about food. So I've gotten a great education, and I have learned fad diets are never a good idea for most of us. Good. Just watching your calorie intake, exercising, having good eating habits, healthy foods. 80% healthy, 20% quote unquote naughty. And left leg. And staying away from sugar. Sugar is tough. It's tough on your body. It's addictive. Now, I don't go without sugar because, I'm a human and a foodie. But what I do is I just don't have any during the week. And then on the weekends, I allow myself some sugar. Breathe through it. That actually really helps my arthritis as well. I can tell when I've overdone the sugar because my arthritis will hurt me the next day. So, a lot of people don't tell you that. Okay, do the other leg. Try to remember which one I did. And remember, this is one where you need to be in control. So, hands can be here. Maybe it's just here. Maybe you don't have weight. This one really gets that hurried up. So think about your breath. Breathe deep. Breath control. You're going to be feeling that stabilizing leg and that heart rate. We're trying to get healthier, trying to get our bodies healthier. That is what exercise is for. Good, healthy bodies. As I've said, I think previously we had a lot of heart disease in my family, so I exercise for that. And I'd say it's working because my mom had her first heart attack at 38, her first stroke at 40. I'm 44, and all my numbers, all my heart scans are excellent. So I contribute that to exercise because I didn't always eat well. But I have been exercising for about, well, most of my life. Shoulders down. Yes. You know what that means? We got one more. Catch your breath. It's abs. We're going to be on the floor. You need one weight. Let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to move that to the side because we're going to do plank jacks too. So the first one, plank jacks. Second one is the weight exchange. I use a 10-pound weight. You don't want it too heavy when you're in the plank. I don't want you to open up those hips. So you really have to make sure you can keep those hips pointed to the ground when we do this one. And then you're going to do a plank knee to chest. This is slow and control for that tummy. So let me show you. First one, plank jacks. Here or here. You notice how my hips are not here? All right, this is not ab work. Ab work. Tummy tight. Tuck your tailbone. Keep it in the center. Second one, plank with a weight exchange. Holding wide legs is easier, more steady. Take the weight, put it on the opposite side. Take the weight, put it on the outside of the hand of that opposite side. Okay? Last one is going to be the plank knee to chest. So here, come up on the toe, knee to chest, put it back out. Toe. Again, this is not what we're doing. Hips down. Take it back out. Take it back out. Okay? Y'all ready? This is it. This is our last one. You should be excited about that. We really are making an awesome time. So here we go. So we're going to start with the plank jacks. I'm going to come down on my forearms just to give my wrists a break. When you step out, hips are low, tummy tight, tailbone slightly tucked. Keep that core engaged. Push the floor away from you, pushing through the hands or the elbows. The hands or elbows are under the shoulders lined up. Give me what you can. Maybe you need a break. Maybe you need to just stand still. Do what you can. Or work in the tummy. Maybe you'd rather do a sit-up. Okay. Planks work the core better. But I understand not everyone can do them. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So now we're going to do that weight exchange. Ooh, my tummies are already toast. All right.
Modified or full. So if it's modified, you're here, tummy's tight, taking that weight to the other side. Nice and balanced. If this is easy, like I am not feeling that at all in my abs, then you come here. And I promise it'll solve the problem. Breathe, breathe. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Oh, I'm dripping. Dripping. All right, knee to chest. All right, this really is better done on your hands, so if you can't do hands, fists. Knee to chest round, take it back out. Round, take it back out, hip it down. Tummy tight. So when you're doing this, you're thinking about bringing the knee to the chest with your tummy. You're thinking about pulling in that belly button, driving that knee to the chest, rounding the back, and sucking everything up into that core. The big exhale. 15 seconds. 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. All right, we're gonna go back to that first one, plank jacks. So down with my forearms, just to give my wrists a break. I have some carpal tunnel, so I have to be a little more careful on my wrists. Breathe, breathe. Maybe you slow it down. Maybe you hold it steady. Maybe you're modified. It's whatever you need to do. I can't express that enough. Don't be hard on yourself. Listen to your body. That's how you build. That's how you get stronger. You start modifying when you need to, and then you just get back in it and you stay after it and you keep working on it. And that is when the change happens. So don't worry if you can't do this workout the whole way through. Don't worry if you can't keep up with me. Just do you. It's your workout. The important thing is that you're working out. Perfect. Little break. All right, we have that weight exchange. So again, full or modified. All right, 5 seconds. All right, whew. My abs are on fire. Wide feet will make it easier. Narrow feet, more of a challenge. Don't let those hips come up. So when I grab the weight, I check my hips before I move that weight. So here, checking my hips, then I move the weight. Because I want them to be low. Now watch, I'll do my video editing and I'll be like, oh my gosh, my hips are up. I have no mirror. I have nobody to tell me if they're up. Just muscle memory, which fools me sometimes. 6, 3, 2, 1. Oh, man, that one got me. Super drippy. That's good. And I'm burning some good calories. Getting stronger. All right. Hands or fists. Full plank. Knee to chest. Back out. Round the back. Round the back. Come back out. When you come back out, you want to make sure you're in that plank position, right? Your hips aren't up. If you need a break, it's a great little leg break. You don't want to pull your knees down. Good, I need a break. Woo. That last set of those weight exchanges really got my core perfect. 10 seconds. 5. Woo! Ah, congratulations. You are definitely stronger now than you were at the beginning of this workout. Good job. Oh, Take some water. It's important to stay hydrated. Oh, you need more than you think, especially after a workout. Helps to push out all that toxic stuff that the cells give off just from their everyday work. Help get it flushed out of the body. All right. If your heart rate's still really high, you're going to move side to side and just slowly bring that heart rate down. All right. I'm good. I can speak an entire long sentence without stopping for air. That's how I know my heart rate is good and I can stop. We're going to go ahead and take the weight to one side. Grab one foot, knees together, tummy tight, tuck and press. So from the side, here, tuck, press, push your hips forward, tuck your tailbone under, tummy tight. If you need a little more, you just pull the leg back. The opposite leg is soft. If you need something to hold on to, wall, chair, your partner. And release and switch. Now the best way to hold stretches to really get benefits, soften the knee, tuck and press, is to hold it 30 seconds. I'm not going to do that just in time consideration. So you can hold them longer, you can stretch after we're finished, or you can do some yoga. So go ahead and take it down. A nice quick yoga session would be perfect after this workout. Let the head drop, stretch that body. Think about taking your tailbone to the ceiling as you drop your upper body toward the floor. You're trying to get your chest to touch your thighs, getting that great stretch in the hamstring. Bend your knees, slowly roll up, tummy tight, hands to the thighs if you need the help with that low back. At the top, shoulder roll. We're gonna do a hip stretch. Figure 4, holding on to something if you need to. You're gonna squat, stay in the heel. If you'd like a little extra, you press that knee toward the floor, shoulders stay down. If you're focusing way too much on just trying to balance and not getting the hip, you can do this seated or you can hold on to a wall or a chair. Take it up, we're gonna switch to that other side. Finding a spot to focus in on will help that balance. That's what I do. So if I'm not looking at you, I'm not trying to be rude. Just trying not to fall. And take it up. All right, I want nice wide legs. Come to one side. Really get some length, some width here between the legs, pressing that pinky toe down on that outstretched leg and dropping the hips toward the floor, staying back in the heel. We're not coming into the toes, back in the heel. Switch to the other side for the inner thigh. You can touch the floor if you want, or just stay up here. Just think right here. This is where I want you to feel it. Perfect. Come back to the center, hands to your thighs, roll up, bring those legs together. Let's go ahead and work on that upper body. Shake it out. One arm comes across, shoulder drops. And switch. And let's take this arm up and over, working through the triceps. Space between your chin and chest. And switch. After I completed this workout, the last time I did it, I was a little bit sore, but it was a pleasant sore. It wasn't too bad. And I hadn't done anything for about a week, so hands behind the back. So I don't expect this one to be rough for you, but everybody's different. If you are really sore the next day or even mildly sore, don't sit still. Get up and walk, do a light cardio, get all that acid pushed out of the body, right? Shoulders down, reach, lean back. You'll definitely be more sore if you'd stop moving. Take it all the way up. It's perfect for like yoga the next day. That's perfect. All right, we're gonna round. We're gonna come back to the center, and I want you to move to one side, getting in that lat. Shoulder blades down, and now the other side. Come back to the center. Okay, we're gonna use our step or our bench next for this next one. If you don't have that, then what you're going to do is this move right here, and then you're gonna do this move right here for the calf. Okay, so if you have the bench, one foot comes up, the other foot marches back. I want you to sink down, and you're trying to drop the hips toward the bench, shoulders down, getting that hip flexor. And then moving to the calf, you're gonna push the calf into the floor. Best you can, straight leg. So I can get my foot to the floor, not all of you will. What I want you to do is feel the stretch through that calf. Take it up, we're gonna switch legs. Big wide legs, dropping the hips. You're up on the toe right now. You're thinking about the hips, pushing the hips toward the floor. Tummy's tight. This is getting that hip flexor. If you do a lot of sitting, this muscle is tight, so you need to stretch it out every single day. It'll help prevent any back pain. Well, it can help prevent back pain. All right, now go ahead and press the heel down. Focusing now on the heel, taking it out of the hip flexor, pushing it into the heel. And take it up. All right, let's go ahead and take some nice big breaths. Big inhale. Exhale. One more time, big inhale. And exhale. All right, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm very proud of you and all the work that you accomplished today. Stick with it, don't give up, and I will see you next time.